When you spend enough time with somebody, you're bound to disagree on things. Even though you're married, you've been married how long?
Oh, some time.
Yeah, some time now. You don't even know, do you? Oh, my God.
Years, maybe.
That's how you know it's been a minute, when you just stop counting.
I've forgotten. So, you got to learn how to discuss. Some might even say you learn the rules of fighting fairly. Okay.
So experts say you have to be careful. While it's normal to encounter conflict in a relationship, there are certain fights that are more likely to lead to a divorce. So we have a licensed marriage therapist and relationship expert, George James, back joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Glad to be here.
So let's go over some of these fights.
Well, hold on a second. Let me try to find my notes here, because I want to make sure I get this right.
Yes.
Okay. Number one, explain this. The authoritarian versus the fun parent. That is a legendary fight.
So I call that parenting struggles. Like every parent, you put these two people together, they're trying to find a way how to connect, and usually we parent the way our parents parented us. So whether our parent was strict, now we're strict, or we go the complete opposite. But now try to take that and balance that with somebody else, it's going to get into some type of conflict. And when we can't agree, it's not that we take it personal, we take it all the way throughout our whole generation.
Okay,
I feel like you're saying something about my family.
Let me see if I understand
So
this.
if you don't agree with what I want to do, what are you saying? My mother raised me wrong, or you didn't like the way she handled me?
Exactly.
And typically, it's like the dad that's the fun parent and the mom that has to be like the rule, you know, that's the disciplinarian.
And I've seen that a lot, especially after divorce, because now somebody wants to become the favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd say I know this one very well. My ex-wife was the authoritarian, and I was the fun parent. That's right. They would come running to me, oh, she's so mean. And so then we would get into discussions about, we got to be on the same page if we're going to discipline these kids. And that's where the fight starts.
Yeah. And once again, the conflict is my way versus your way, but my family versus your family.
Okay, what is the martyr versus the martyr?
So I call this, I see this more about equal partnership. So what I see with a lot of my couples is that everyone works hard in a relationship, but we think sometimes my hard work is better or more harder than your hard work, right? I work longer hours, I get up earlier, but I also take care of the kids. And so if I can't respect your hard work, I start to feel resentment. I start to feel like I'm doing so much and you're doing nothing.
So what do you do about it?
Well, what happens is if I don't see it, I then sometimes can flip a switch. I've seen this so many times with couples where they're like, you know what, I'm done. I've put so much into this relationship, I can't do it anymore. What they want to do or should do is, can you see what the other person's doing? Maybe they're not just getting up early, but maybe they're doing things outside the house, or maybe they're trying to navigate things to make us better.
Put yourself in their shoes kind of thing?
I think it would be great if someone could do that, to recognize that you're not the only one doing hard work. You're not the only martyr in the relationship.
I'm going to edit myself and not ask Karen about this in their home. Real quickly here, people still arguing about politics. I know that my mom was a Republican, my dad was a Democrat.
So, once again, it's not about, do I agree with your beliefs? Can I respect your beliefs? Right? So we see this a lot with politics. We also see this in lots of other areas, whether it's around faith or what to do with our free time. The real thing is about, in the beginning, I thought this was attractive. You were sexy. You were passionate about whatever it was.
Yeah.
Now you're an idiot.
You voted for Trump? That kind of stuff?
Right, and I can't believe that you did that. And so don't try to convert me. Just respect my value. And if I don't feel that you're going to respect me, now I don't feel safe at home. And if I don't feel safe at home, I try to find someplace else that I feel safe.
Okay, I don't know what this one means, so help. The status quo versus the seeker. Who is the seeker?
So this is, I think, more about personalities. There's somebody who likes to go out, have fun, right? Maybe more of an extrovert. And now the other side, there's somebody more about routines, rituals, maybe a homebody. And that's fine, and we need that mix in a relationship. But when it gets to the place where I feel like I'm being restricted or restrained or stagnant, or I feel like my partner's trying to change me or trying to take to make me something that I'm not, then I start to feel like, why am I doing this?
Okay, here's the number one thing people fight over is money.
Wait, but how do you resolve that? Because what if you want them to go and do things with you and that kind of thing? Like, how do you compromise? Sometimes you go out, sometimes I stay home?
It worked in the beginning. That's what we were willing to do.
Right, when it was new and fresh.
I mean, Netflix and chill is about hanging out at home, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But on the other side, we wanted to go out and do good things and have fun with each other. So maybe recognize that your partner has some value in what they're saying.
Relationships for me is you're riding bicycles. You start at the same, and one person gets ahead. You've got to slow down or speed up so that you're still riding bicycles next to each other.
I'm stealing that.
Please do it. Oh, we got to wrap. Okay, so I can't get into the #1 issue, which is the saver versus the spender. Listen, when I married you, we were saving money, and now you're just blowing my money.
Yes, that does happen, but also it's about our financial goals. Some people want to be able to experience and enjoy their money, to have good times. Others have financial goals. Can we be on the same page at the same time and not ruin our financial goals, where somebody's blowing the money or somebody doesn't want to do anything and we feel like we have money but we can't do anything with it?
So what do you do?
Compromise on that.
Once again, it is a lot about compromise and being able to see the value in our partner. We saw that value in the very beginning. We respected them. We thought they had some perspective. Now we're like, no, you don't know anything.
So do you put them on a budget, separate accounts? Like what?
Sometimes people do. Sometimes people have multiple accounts. But sometimes we also say, you know what? We're going to go on this vacation because we haven't gone on a vacation in 5 years.
Good to see you, man.
Nice to be here.
Thank you.
Always. Thank you.